going on, everybody? This is the PWZ podcast, and you're watching here tonight live on YouTube. This is the Professor Rick Del Santo, and joining me is Showtime Marcel Williams. What's going on?
I am back. We are back. Actually, it's been a
Yeah,
long time. We missed Thursday. We missed yesterday. So now
we
we're here
missed a whole
live,
week, man.
whole week, and it's been a whole week of news. We are here June 24th, the day before Power Play, the 2 days before Forbidden Doors. It's gonna be a busy weekend this weekend, and we are back to review, preview all the views in professional wrestling.
That's right. Don't forget, we got we have Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling Power Play this coming Saturday, which is tomorrow. The Mystery Man is in the chat. Hello, Mystery Man. I believe that's my son, Christian. And of course, we have the New Japan All Elite Wrestling show, Forbidden Door on Sunday, which we're going to be breaking down the card. We're going to be talking about AEW Dynamite as well. But first, before we actually start getting going, I just want to wish somebody a very, very happy birthday here. Legend in the Northeast, hardcore icon, Ron Zombie is celebrating his birthday today. So, Ron, I want to wish you a very happy birthday. Everybody knows who this guy is. If you haven't heard of him and you live in the Northeast, you've been living under a rock.
Yeah, anytime you in the indie scene of the Northeast, Ron Zombie is definitely a legend in this area. So happy birthday to my man.
Yeah, man. I just watched him about a month or so ago work a match, a street fight with Dan Moff, and you want to talk brutality? That match was pretty damn brutal.
Yeah, when they have these extreme matches back in the day before I even started, it was very bloody, very very all over the place. And did it get better? Don't know. See a lot of other things around, but Ron Zombie was part of that deal, of brutality and blood and guts. No pun intended.
No pun intended. Exactly. So let's start off with three matches been announced for this show. Coliseum Pro Wrestling announced that they will be returning to the Elks Lodge in West Haven, Connecticut, July 30th. They've announced the first three matches, one of which my co-host for the PWZ is taking part in. Marcel Williams taking on Mark Alexander, who's a really great up-and-comer. This kid's been wrestling for a little while here on the Northeast scene, probably Connecticut, Massachusetts area. And he's really making a name for himself, doing really well. And he gets to get in the ring with a very experienced Showtime.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. One is the students to pop out of Texas Strength School from Slick Wagner Brown. And look forward to it. It's first ever matchup between us two, and something different that I'm looking forward to. And I look forward to getting in the ring competition with Mark Alexander. Great kid.
Yeah. And, of course, Stevie Legend taking on Cody Perrin. This should be an interesting matchup.
Two young dudes looking to step it on up in Coliseum.
Yeah. And tag team qualifier match, Lorenzo Vendetta and Hunter Tarka of the Battle Academy taking on Jack Dalton and Zachariah Gibbs. Now, that's of course, this event is going to be a 4-team tag team tournament, and this is a qualifier to move forward in that tournament. So I think here, even though the Battle Academy, Vendetta and Hunter have been on the scene a little bit longer than Jack Dalton. Gibbs has been on the scene for a little while too, but they're a newer tag team. But the Battle Academy have been working together a little bit longer together, so they know each other better. So I think that they got this.
Yeah, they've been working a little bit together for a lot now under the tutelage of Chris Battle. And, as we segue into the next event that we're about to talk about, they're on a roll right now. They had a few losses in the beginning, going through the mud, but now they on tap now. They making appearances in NEW and just going all over the place, building that steam. So look forward to this tag team match, especially with Zachariah Gibbs teaming up with my guy over here for the first time ever for some tag team action. Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton. Yeah. Adonis is in the chat. Thank you for tuning in, Adonis. He's saying Adonis is in the building, and I didn't come to play. Don't mess around. All right. The block button is handy. Anyways, there's breaking news coming out of Paradise Alley today. There's been some changes to tomorrow night's event, depending on when you listen to this, whether you're listening live right now or if you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify. That would be tonight, because by the time it gets posted, there will be some changes to the show. Matt DeCourt took to Facebook and to address these, and I'm going to run that clip now, and then we're going to come back and we're going to discuss it. Let me just find that clip. Oh shoot, here we go. Yeah, so here we go, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, pro wrestling fans, this is Matt DeCourt here with Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. And everyone, I have a lot of breaking news to share with you all concerning this Saturday's event, Power Play. Once again, that is taking place this Saturday, June 25th, 662 Co Avenue, East Haven, Connecticut. We still have one heck of a card in store for you that night. However, the theme of this message is card subject to change. And I have to start at the very top of the card with Team Tri-State Kings versus Team Battle. Now, everyone, we already knew that Matthias had been removed from Team Tri-State Kings previously. Team Tri-State Kings is, of course, Showtime Marcel Williams, Nick Payne, Hakeem Ali, The House of Pain, and Bloodsaw. Matthias was the 5th member of that match. However, he was injured and was pulled from the match. But, as you may have seen, Matthias recovered far quicker than anyone at Paradise Alley had ever anticipated. He was cleared to compete at another event for another promotion recently, but after that event, he was attacked, and the injury that he had was unfortunately re-aggravated, so once again, he is unable to compete, which leads me into this next order of business, which is the Cure Lucas Chase has been removed from Team Battle. Team Battle is, of course, Jake Lynn, Hunter Tarka, Lorenzo Vendetta, and the leader of Battle Academy, the new PAPW champion, the Red Lion, Chris Battle. And the Cure was supposed to be a part of that team. However, he is being investigated by PAPW management as it is believed that he had at least some part to play in the attack on Matthias at that other event, which caused his injury to be re-aggravated and once again removed from the match at Power Play this Saturday. So right now, it's Team Tri-State Kings, Showtime Marcel Williams, The House of Pain, and Bloodsaw, with another member to be announced, taking on Team Battle, which is Jake Lynn, Lorenzo Vendetta, Hunter Tarka, Chris Battle, and another competitor to be announced. It will still be a 5 versus 5 Power Play elimination tag team match. But folks, as much as it hurts not to have Matthias and the Cure in that match, it does add a little bit of intrigue to see who these suitable replacements will be for both teams. Now, as I mentioned before, the theme of this message is card subject to change, and another change we've had to make is that Ichiban, the Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling United States champion, due to circumstances beyond our control here at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, he is unable to compete as well on the 25th. So, what we've done is we're still going to give you a championship match, everyone. And it's going to be a very unique one, because the Monster Factory champion, Bobby Buffet, who has become a big fan favorite here at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, he has agreed to put his Monster Factory championship on the line, taking on Jay Haru. So that's going to be a big, big matchup, folks. I know it stinks that the United States champion, Ichiban, isn't going to be there and will be unable to defend his title at this event. But once again, Bobby Buffet is stepping up big for us. He is putting the Monster Factory Championship on the line against Jay Haru, and that match is going to be money, as they say. It's going to be lit, whatever adjective you want to use. It's all good, because that match will live up to the way it looks on paper. I guarantee it, folks. And then the last thing I'd like to mention is that Jared Diaz, who was on the card, he will still be in action that night. And also Mark Alexander, another person who's becoming a fan favorite very quickly here at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. He will be on the card as well. So Jarrett Diaz fans, don't fret. He will still be on the card. He will be in action, as well as Mark Alexander. He will be in action as well this Saturday at Power Play. And also, folks, I do want to say there is one match that has not had any changes that is going to go on as planned. It is Team Miracle Generation, Dustin Flash Waller, Kylon King, Sean Knight and Jay Onyx the Haven, and Sunset Steve Garcia taking on Team Mechanics, the Hispanic Mechanics, the Brick City Boys, and Gorgeous Greg Baylor. That match is still going to go on as advertised. There are no injuries, no mysterious circumstances surrounding that one, and it's going to be a barn burner of a match. That match, as well as the main event, which I mentioned previous, both those matches are 5 versus 5 tag team power play elimination matches. And folks, we all know that this is one of our signature events for a reason. These power play elimination tag team matches are always exciting. There's always shocks and things that'll just make you ooh and ah like crazy. So it's something I'm very much looking forward to, and you all should be looking forward to it too. Get your tickets if you haven't already. ParadiseAlleyProWrestling.com is the place to go. Make sure you're following Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling on Facebook, at official PAPW on Twitter and Instagram. I think there might be an underscore in one of those.
Well, we're back.
We're back.
So lots of changes to tomorrow night's show.
Yeah, big
Ichiban
changes.
is out. Yeah. Guardian of Chaos. Thank you for tuning in. Glad to see you here. Yeah, lots of changes. Ichiban will not be defending the United States title against Jay Haru. However, the Monster Factory title will be defended. Bobby Buffet will take on Jay Haru. I'm looking forward to that one. Bobby Buffet, as DeCourt said in the little promo there, that he's become quite the fan favorite in the area.
Yeah, he has, and like I said, he's doing PAPW a favor because Ichiban was unable to make it beyond the company's control. So basically, first time ever, the world famous Monster Factory, their main championship will be on the line at PAPW tomorrow night. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that match. And then, of course, Jarrett Diaz will still be in action. It's just not sure who against. Is this correct?
That's correct. He still will be in action. He still will be in attendance, and Mark Alexander as well will be in attendance as well. They won't be facing each other, but they will be in action. As we heard with the my match, the Team Tri-State Kings versus Team Battle, big changes that happened. Matthias was injured at point blank, and then he did get cleared to work the show. We thought it was serious than what it was, and then he worked the show, and then I guess after the show that happened, it was investigated that Lucas Chase attacked him again after that show. So as I know, Team Battle got to look for another partner because Lucas Chase is suspended, which is unfortunate. I want to get my hands on Lucas Chase. But I'm going to have to wait until July 8th, which has been announced last week. 30-minute Iron Man match for Alley Fights. But I'm going to have to wait. It's Team Tri-State Kings versus Team Battle.
The speculation is crazy, man. Who's it going to be inside the those two surprise members of the team?
Don't even know, man. I don't even know. I haven't made no calls yet because I really was going to go in there as a handicap and just say scrap it, but it looked like it evened out, didn't it? So
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. I mean, you only have you have less than 24 hours. You probably got about 18 hours to figure it out. So
probably, but
right.
Team Tri-State Kings will come out being a winner. So you know what?
I'm not going to answer that comment. Anyways, I do have to say this, okay? Read the caption. Read underneath where it says Marcel Williams Adonis. You keep adding an extra letter to his name. It's been going on. It's been going on for a few months here.
A few more L's, why don't
you? You sound like Matt DeCourt, like doing the announcement. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that match. I'm looking forward to seeing. I always love a huge surprise in the ring, like when it comes to professional wrestling. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nah, absolutely. Like I said, it's a big event for PAPW for tomorrow. Before the other big event that we're gonna have on Wednesday night, as we segue to that soon. But also, like Matt Decor, there's one change that didn't happen. The other power play 5-on-5 elimination match, Team Miracle Generation versus Team Mechanics. I'm looking forward to that. That's
Yeah,
going to be a real bar burner.
it's the team. It's the Miracle Generation. All four of the Miracle Generation, which is Flash, Kylon, in the Haven, Jay Onyx, and Sean Knight.
Mm-hmm.
I know last week we struggled with their names, and with Sunset Steve as their fifth member against the Mechanics, Team Mechanics, Hispanic Mechanics. It's Jose and Jose B, and the Brick City Boys and Gregory Baylor. It's gonna be an interesting matchup.
Be an interesting matchup. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, yeah. Let's be honest here. Do the Miracle Generation have a chance?
I think they do. It's a well stacked team. They come together as a unit. But we gotta remember, Hispanic Mechanics and Brick City Boys come from the same stoop, which is Creative Pro Wrestling. So there's a lot of chemistry in this match. You got heat between Steven Garcia and Greg, and this is going to be a big match, a big one. One or two big power play elimination matches.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, like I said, Jared Diaz and Mark Alexander will be in action. Now, what happens? Let's go a little crazy. What happens if they're the two surprise members?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
That mean the short. That mean the show will be real short.
Hey, I'm just speculating here. That's my job here to break that down and analyze.
I respect it.
So, of course, we're doing, let's see, Wednesday night, we got Wild Wild Wrestling. We will be talking more about that and going in depth with the Guardian of Chaos and Talking Tommy on Monday evening, 8 o'clock, right here. But we got this event here. I'm looking forward to this one. You're also going to be a part of this show, right? Correct? Not a whole lot has been released for this show. So
yeah, it's not. I don't even know what I'm doing. I just know who's going to be attendance. Who's going to be in attendance is Kevin Sullivan, Just Incredible, Danny Davis. Anybody and everybody probably is going to be there. Holiday's going to be there. A few surprises here and there, but I'm going to be there doing something. I don't know, drinking, maybe riding a bull. I've been there before. Yeah.
One thing is I guess Just Incredible is supposed to be taking on HD Loca here. That's the rumor.
Wait.
That's just what I heard. That's what a friend told me. That's completely unrelated to Paradise Alley. But maybe they're just making that up. I don't know. Maybe it's the way that it's positioned on the damn poster.
Maybe,
Yeah.
They were drunk making the poster as well. So
what is it? The 12 Chambers of Death or whatever the hell you call it between Lou Jacobs and Zafar.
the three doors of hell, career on the line, all in one type match. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's just like that's a Dusty Rhodes type gimmick classic.
What's the one where the spin the wheel, make the deal, like in Halloween Havoc back in the day?
Yeah, just like the strap match in the cage.
Yeah.
Anything.
That match, I have a feeling that's going to be a little bit brutal there. So that could be somewhat entertaining.
It's not for the, like Mario said, it's not for the weak of heart. He make it seem like it's so dramatic, but it's not for the weak of heart. So I guess, and just for, just for you, Adonis, just to let you know, 21 years or older is only allowed at this event. So I don't want nobody sneaking on in or trying to make an effort to try to slip through the door.
or $9.99 on Fight TV. I already purchased it, even though I'm going to be in attendance. I purchased it. So, and don't ask for my password, Adonis. Go get your own. So, $9.99 Fight TV.
Yeah,
We will
Fight
get there.
TV.
Yeah, stop pushing it. We will get there. So yes. And then of course, I think that's it. So yeah, what else is there supposed to be? I know Lucas Chase will be on that show.
Yeah,
As
Lucas
well. Wild
Chase,
Wild
RJ
Wrestling.
Rude,
Yep.
Steven Garcia. That's mostly as I know. That's
Yeah.
it for right now, unless something pop one up.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to keep it here because hopefully within the next few days something will be here. Oh, look who it is! Talk to him. It's Fly Nye. What's up, my
Talk
man?
to him.
Thank you for tuning in. So, of course, now Adonis, you can calm down after I say this. The first match for Alley Fights on June 8th has been announced. It's
July 8th.
30-minute. July 8th. What did I say?
You
July
said
8th. It's,
June 8th.
well,
We can
considering
always
it's almost
rewind it back. We always rewind it back.
considering it's almost July. Oh, Fly and I will be in the building. You'll be in the building. All right, man. That's awesome. Let's see. The first match for July 8th, Alley Fights, has been announced. It's Lucas Chase and Marcel Williams for the Intercontinental title. 30-minute Iron Man match. This is a feud that's been brewing for months and months and months. Will this be the end?
It should be. You would think, but 30 minutes, we got time to do anything and everything. And I'm looking forward to this, man. 30-minute, our first ever 30-minute Iron Man match for PAPW. And I'm looking forward to becoming PAPW Intercontinental Champion for the second time.
All right.
So I look forward to it. 30 minutes. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match. I'm looking forward to it as well. That is July 8th, Alley Fights, 662 Co Avenue, East Haven, Connecticut. Be there.
Indeed.
And of course, if you guys have not been, if you guys have been paying attention, 60 minutes. No, it is 30 minutes. I'm thinking maybe if this is not settled in 30 minutes, you guys should go another 30 or sudden death.
You ask for a lot right now.
Yeah. All right. So if you guys have not, you guys have been paying attention. We've been discussing this quite a bit. It's very intriguing for some reason, but Ric Flair is returning to the ring for one match in July 31st. The first four matches have been announced. 4 matches have been announced for the show. I want to thank T and Couponer first off for sending this in to me. So thank you very much for contributing to this show each and every week with sending us all these notes and stuff. So obviously Ric Flair is going to be in the main event against an yet to be determined opponent. So I guess that's still, I'm surprised that hasn't come out yet. It's supposed to be the main thing. And I read earlier today that he promises to blade in this and have quite the bloody match.
So is this legit going to be a singles match now? Isn't that going to be a 6-man tag?
The way it sounds. I don't even know where that 6-man tag originated. I think that was just a rumor as well.
Well, as I seen and announced at that was from the newsletter, that they have a whole package for like over like I think near $100, like for the roast and everything else. So to me, I think this is a big money grab. I just
absolutely.
Hope. I wish it was Ric Flair versus Showtime Marcel. That'd be easy payday. Nothing gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. But yeah, man, this is like a money grab, man. God bless Ric Flair, man. But it should have been a 6-man tag just to protect him. I understand that he did little bumps here and there with Jay Lethal, and that's understandable. But now you're in front of all these people, and you got to put in probably how many minutes you think he would do in a singles match? Legit.
Could he even go 20 minutes, 15 minutes at this age
I
with a
think that's
pacemaker?
overboard. I think that's real overboard. Even if he make it to 20 minutes, I'd be hella surprised. I will actually purchase the pay per view just
Oh, I'm
because he made it
purchasing
20
it.
minutes, just because I heard he made it 20 minutes.
I'm purchasing it to watch it live just based on this information because honestly, I don't think it's going to be that good. But no offense to the guy, it's just it got me invested because it's very intriguing. I want to see what happens. It's going to be a tragedy, basically. I mean, you know, either way. I'm not going to
I
be
would hope
completely
not.
surprised. He can put on match of the year, but you never know.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. To this point, I would not be surprised that it'd be a 5-star because he did a good match on his retirement. Well, his first retirement. Well, there's been a lot of retirement matches, but the one he had with Shawn Michaels was a
It was a
match of the
very
year
good match. Yeah.
candidate. So I wouldn't be surprised if anything pop up as a 5-star matchup this year. So we got a lot of those this year, actually.
Of course, we're keeping tabs on those matches that were that were mentioned, and of course,
Every week.
I know we've got a 6 months to go, but we're going to be talking about them in the year-end special. So make sure you pay attention. So also on this show, now this is a match I'm very interested. This is like one of the matches that's really going to make me purchase this show is Impact World Champion, the Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander defending his belt against Jacob Fatu. This match is going to be fire. Literally, this is going to be a great match.
Yeah, it's kind of a semi interpromotional match, MLW versus Impact Wrestling. Shout out to T and Couponer popping on in.
Hey,
Doing good,
TN
my buddy.
Couponer, thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a little mini promotional MLW versus Impact Wrestling for the Impact Wrestling Championship. It's a big deal for Impact Wrestling. They're starting to get out there more, and they fresh off their 20-year Slammiversary pay-per-view. That was what you thought of that pay-per-view or the highlights of that pay-per-view?
I thought it was a great show. I watched it beginning to end. I thought it was a very, very good show. I liked it a lot. I thought the main event was phenomenal, which was Josh Alexander and the hell's his name? Eric Young. A really good match. Yeah.
Eric Young is a real underrated worker.
He really is. Moose and Sammy Callahan was. I thought Moose almost killed himself. Did that run? Tried to run up the turnbuckle, and lost his footing once he hit that top, and he damn near hit that ring post. Like impaled himself. It looked like, but he's lucky he fell the other way.
Dude, it take only one slip. That's all it takes. Yeah. And I seen that. It was kind of nasty.
Yeah. Let's see what else was announced for this. This is another match. Like they're really building this as so far it's like a super show in a way, with all these interpromotional stuff. The Wolves, Davey Richard and Eddie Edwards are reuniting to take on the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, that's gonna be a real good match for these two teams. That's gonna be a was it the first time ever, right? Between these two?
To my knowledge, yeah.
To my knowledge. So another first ever matchup with what I can't say past in the future. Actually, just the past versus the past. Yeah, so Wolves versus Motor Machine Guns. So I'm looking forward to this tag team match. I may just order this Fight TV event, this Fight TV premium live event.
And I mean, the Wolves, obviously made famous in Ring of Honor. They had a really good stint in TNA/Impact, and the Motor City Machine Guns. I mean, they're probably one of the greatest tag teams through Impact. Bricks with Chris, hello, how are you? That's my son. So, jumping in the chat, thank you very much. I'm expecting that match to be that sound like a nerd, but a 5-star matchup.
Yeah, this may be a good show. I mean, it's smart to put all these matches on a card that you don't know how long Ric Flair is going to last. So it's like it's like a boxing match. Like you see all these pre-boxing matches, then when the main event happened, maybe somebody may get knocked out with the first 30 seconds, like a Tyson fight. So we get all these good matches before we get to Ric Flair match that may last 5 minutes. You just never know.
Well, speaking of Wolves, they faced each other in a was it Impact versus Honor No More match at Slammiversary, which they were both, each of the members was on, Eddie Edwards was on the Honor No More team, and uh, Richards was a surprise return to Impact that night, and like I said, that match was really awesome too. Additionally, this will all be like the Starcast. It's associated with Starcast, this event. And so that package that we were looking at, that we were referring to, is like probably almost $200, if not a little bit more, to get every single event. There's Q&As, there's all that kind of stuff. There's multiple wrestling events, I believe. And just a bunch. There's going to be a Ric Flair roast, which if you rent that on Fight, I believe that's like pretty high up there in price if you buy that particular show alone.
Yeah, that's probably one of the shows that you really would like to look at is the roast. There's nothing go wrong with the roast, but and everybody, there's anything and everything that Ric Flair has did that you may want to roast him for. So, especially
Right.
this event that's coming up.
T and Couponer, heard that Flair wanted to bleed in his last match. Yeah, we mentioned that a little bit earlier. That he is going to blade apparently in this matchup. So we're gonna have to see what happens there. So I'm a little bit scared for him, to be honest with you, if that happens. Yeah. Let's see what else. And then of course there's rumors that Jordan Grace will put her Impact Knockouts Championship against Deonna Purrazzo and Rachel Ellering. So that might be an interesting matchup right there.
Yeah, we get an appearance from Rachel Ellering, man. That's been a long time. Last time I seen her was on NXT.
I was going to say, I haven't seen her in quite some time. Yeah. Yep. All right, so let's get to some Dynamite. How about that? I thought that this episode of Dynamite was probably one of the best Dynamites I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, it was very good go home show. It was something well expected. I expected it. I kind of expect a few surprises coming out as well because half the card was already announced already. It just you need the other half, and live in Milwaukee, they was
right.
going down with the go home show going into Forbidden Door.
Right. Of course, we started the show off. Bryan Danielson was addressing Forbidden Door in Blood and Guts. He's not able to compete. He's not cleared. So he will not be facing Zack Sabre Jr. At this event. So
yeah. Oh, you go ahead, Rick. Sorry.
Yeah, he has a substitute, and he claims it's going to be that it is one of the greatest technical wrestlers in the world against Zack Sabre Jr. So I know we were discussing this. I know that we were discussing this off air before we went live tonight, and we've both agreed as to who we think that it is. And my guess is that it's going to be Claudio, aka Cesaro, making his AEW debut.
Yeah. Before we get to that, there was rumors all week about whether Bryan Danielson will be able to make it, what was going on, how bad was the injury, what was going on with him, and whether he had a concussion or whatever it was. Obviously, the truth came out. He opened the show and announced that he can't make it to Forbidden Door or Blood and Guts. So he still said he could read 250 words per minute. And he could sprint. He could do whatever he needed to do. So obviously that was a little clue that maybe he had a concussion that they needed to make sure they take care of. All is well. I hope he gets well and get back to 100%. I give him his best, but it's good. Just rest your mind and get well, and don't worry about a thing. But now we got the kicker. We got a mystery guy for Forbidden Door. He says the best technical wrestler next to Zack Sabre Jr. And there's a few clues here We got two maybe debuts that is up in the air, and you already got it on the screen here with TN Couponer.
Yeah, it says either Cesaro or Gargano. My guess. My second guess is also Gargano. That you know, I think there's a chance, but it's a very slim chance. I'm leaning more towards Cesaro. So um, to me, it just makes sense in a way that you know. I mean, I know there's been rumors of him going back to WWE as of late,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing's been confirmed, and he hasn't been on WWE TV. So um, we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, we will see. No longer Cesaro is Claudio Casanova.
Yeah,
And
Casagnoli, whatever.
is it
Yeah,
Casanoli? Am I wrong? Is it Casanoli?
Casagnoli.
Casanoli?
Yeah, not Casanova.
Correction. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call him Claudio.
Get a suit,
Claudio.
man.
So it's either gonna be Claudio or either Johnny Gargano. I'm looking forward to figuring out who this mystery guy is that's gonna take on Zack Sabre Jr. I did really want to see Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. It would have been
Absolutely.
it would have been a great match. It would have been added to the match of the year candidates with the rest of them.
I'm sure. I have a feeling that this surprise opponent match may also, still a good chance of that making it to that list.
I believe it. I believe it. But
GOC
this segment was
making,
kind of weird, though. You
yeah,
had Zack Sabre Jr. come out, make his appearance, and it just got a little bit clustered. But we got to where we needed to go.
yeah. GOC says, in my opinion, AEW is becoming a mess booking wise. Tony Khan trying to do too much. I don't disagree with that. It's there's a lot of just chaos going on, and there's a surprise every week, or there's some big announcement, and it's just take a deep breath. Just tell really good stories, or something to that effect. I do enjoy the product, but there's times where it lacks something personal. This is all personal opinion.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, I understand this whole wrestling industry right now. Not only going through certain scandals, but we're going through injuries now. This is everybody getting bit with the injury bug.
Yeah,
Whatever plan that TK had for Forbidden Door got messed up when CM Punk got injured, or when Bryan Danielson got injured, and wherever switches. Now we got another announcement today that one of the competitors for New Japan for the All Atlantic four-way got injured, so he got another replacement, as Rick will explain to you in a minute. But it's just all over the place. Everything's Cody's injured. Everybody's injured and hurt. Everybody getting bit by that bug. So it's all over the place, but it has to be all over the place because we're stuck in a bind now. Whatever plans that you thought you had, you ain't gonna have. Then you stuck with politics because whatever matchups that you thought you were gonna have at Forbidden Door, you ain't gonna have that due to politics. So most of these interpromotional matches shows are like that. So I expect it.
GOC goes on to say, "Am I watching AEW, New Japan, or Ring of Honor all thrown together?" I don't mind watching, the interpromotional stuff, even though now Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor, but he hasn't really done much with Ring of Honor since his purchase and their return with what was the show that they did? Come on now, Marcelo. You're usually pretty good at helping me out. It was a Super Card of Honor. Was that what it was?
Oh yes, Super Card of Honor. Yes.
The return. We really haven't seen much. Samoa Joe has not been on TV in a couple of weeks with the titles, but was it they just brought in Silas Young this past week?
But they bring him in they bring him in per appearance. I mean,
yeah,
I understand about the Ring of Honor thing, but the thing is about the Ring of Honor, I don't think there's no plan yet because they don't got no TV deal for it. You can't do nothing without no TV deal. so you gotta push as much as possible with what championships you have or what people you have. That's why Samoa Joe is a TV champion. Jonathan Gresham is where he's at for right now because it's kind of gonna be messed up if you dethrone him and put that championship on another AEW guy. So it's just Yeah, you're right. Defending titles from a defunct company as of now. Yes, that's correct.
100% correct. He claims that this is that he's working on this deal, like he's working on getting a TV deal. Nobody's seen anything. Obviously, it's not going to happen overnight, but they were bringing these guys in. My thing is make one of the YouTube series that they have the show for Ring of Honor. In the meantime, how many people are actually watching Dark or Elevation? I know I haven't in months, really. I might have it on the background, or I'll watch it if I hear of a particular person's on. But seriously, like it's just like the Guardian of Chaos goes on to say way too many titles on one show. Everybody's got a damn belt when they come out, right? It's
You're
ridiculous,
right.
but I'm trying. I try to defend the whole thing with the Ring of Honor, but I absolutely get what you're saying, GOC. It's like you said, it's a defunct company, and he was bringing it back, but nothing has happened with it since that one show, and random people showing up with belts here and there, and then just FTR walking around with belts of a defunct company on their show.
Yeah, but you know what? We have to rewind back to 2001. We had WWF running around with a defunct company of WCW championships.
Yeah,
So, as we know, with the wrestling business, things never change. So, um, you know, TK brought the library. He got the library, just like WWF brought the library for WCW. And the best thing you could do is just use the library. But as I continue with Forbidden Door, my pet peeve with that is you need to give us promo packages about these guys from New Japan. You need to
yeah,
introduce me because I know about them. Obviously, you know about them,
yep.
but maybe Guardian Chaos or maybe Adonis don't know about them. You get what I'm saying? Maybe they need a promo package. Whether let me know how Okada is great or Tanahashi is great. Educate me.
Certain guys are the US fans are not going to know about. I mean, there's those hardcore fans, that will know who somebody like Minoru Suzuki is, or whoever, Ishii. Guys like Will Ospreay or Zack Sabre Jr. have reached out because, they're top guys in the entire world of professional wrestling. So, some of these guys will know who they are. I think we've discussed this a little bit on our last episode, talking about how Will Ospreay ranks very high, probably top 10 best in the world. So a lot of people will know him because writers write about him, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
So these lesser known guys that are coming in here, maybe not known on US television, you should do a little video package, aka promos, like you said, to try to get them a little bit more known going into this event. It
Yeah,
only makes
absolutely.
sense.
It will only make sense. Just educate me, please. Educate me on what I'm purchasing for $50 on
Yeah,
BR Live, and throwing my money in there to understand what I'm paying for. I need to know why I should be investing in this New Japan brand.
yeah, yep. From there, it was Orange Cassidy and Roppongi Vice, which is Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero. I was very happy to see Rocky Romero on TV. Haven't seen him. Well, I haven't seen him work West Coast Pro not so long ago, but this is pretty exciting to see him on AEW. I think. Uh,
I've seen them a lot, but
yeah, no,
I'm
me.
sorry.
I've seen him. Yeah, just same here, but it's been a little while.
Yeah,
They took on Will Ospreay and Aussie Open, and they, you know, uh, Orange Cassidy and Roppongi Vice. I'm sorry, I'm skipping words. Did take the victory. I thought that this was a lot of fun. This match. This was a lot of fun.
yeah. We got a little sample of Will Ospreay and Orange Cassidy what they gonna do this Sunday. Awkward matchup, but I got a feeling that this match is gonna be real good. I'm just gonna be real about it.
Remember what I said about about Orange Cassidy last week about how he needs to bring it if he's wrestling Will Ospreay.
Mhm.
You know, I think this particular week he brought it. I mean, he did some of his little comedy stuff, but I think he ended up working a really good match in this 6-man tag.
Yeah, the 6-man tag was real good. Roppongi Vice, and they got chemistry with Ozzy Open. But Will Ospreay never ceased to amaze me with all his talent that he has. But yeah, we had Orange Cassidy, Roppongi Vice coming out as victorious. But we also got the as we review Forbidden Door later, we had FTR make their appearance and continue their feud with the Empire.
Yeah, Jeff Cobb and Great Khan came out. They're the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles. It's going to be a good match. Obviously, when we break down the card in a little bit, we will go into more detail about that matchup, that stuff. Then, of course, we went to Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh. They were backstage. Dutt was extremely excited and said it was time to celebrate. Lethal was excited to be ROH TV champion, but Samoa Joe won't come back to work. Lethal demanded that Joe either fight or vacate that title.
Yeah, this segment it didn't need to air. I was gonna put it out there.
That happens a lot in
It does.
AEW. I mean, I'm not gonna say it happens a lot in AEW. It also happens a lot in WWE TV. It's space filler for in between matches, etc. It can be frustrating sometimes, but they need to do something.
Yeah, they need to do something. Like I said, I mean, did we really need to see Jay Lethal sit here and challenge somebody that's injured for Guardian Chaos had a defunct company championship? Really didn't need to see it. You could have saved that for Rampage. You could have saved it for anything. You could have saved it for Dynamite next week.
Yeah, you're right. Team Cooper says Forbidden Door has 10 matches. Better be worth it. I have a feeling we're going to be here till 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe.
I believe it.
Those New Japan shows sometimes last for like 6 hours.
Please don't remind me.
Christian Cage came out and he cut a promo on Jungle Boy. He said he did not want to be a father to Jungle Boy. He did not want to be a father figure to Jungle Boy, and then said, "Oh wait, your father's dead." Yada yada, making fun of him. Luke Perry, legendary actor Luke Perry, dying. What was that? About 2 years ago or a year ago?
2 years.
Yeah, was it 2 years ago? And Christian, I guess he was pretty pissed that Cage had Jungle Boy had eliminated him from the that battle royal. Oh, is that my? Okay. In 1 second, I might have to get my charger. Yeah. So.
What you thought of this segment? What you thought of Christian Cage coming out trashing Perry's dad and parents and everything, and just saying that he's mad. He was mad about the battle royal being eliminated almost a year ago, but he was mad because now he has to do work. Because the whole time he was collecting money, just giving advice and just chilling out and just managing Jurassic Express. So, yeah, man, Christian pulling out that Christian was pulling out that Kevin Nash card. He was sitting there collecting money while he managed Jurassic Express.
Right.
But now he's mad. Now he has to work. And it made sense. It could have been the same old stuff where he attacked it, Jungle Boy, and cost him tag team championships, but he needed him to keep the championship so he could keep on making free money, which is great.
I thought that this is brought out the Christian Cage as a heel, which he's always been very good at being a heel.
Yeah, especially that outfit he came out with. It was great. The brown boots with the black turtleneck in the black coat. I mean, the brown coat. It was just, yeah. Christian Cage at his. I kind of felt like he was way better with the promo than Edge was for the last few weeks with the Judgment Day.
He absolutely was. I think that he's a great, promo guy.
Absolutely, he is.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta run, grab my other charger. I have one of my laptops is about to die, and let me see here. My bad. My bad. My bad. Let's see. I don't have any clips to play. So
That's what happened when you're live.
yeah, I know bad things. Hey, why don't you keep talking and I'll be right back.
So since we got people out here in the chat, I'll take some questions right now. Anybody want to shoot some questions to me? Any dynamite questions, wrestling questions? Since we take this little intermission live on PWZ podcast. We got T and Q Ponder in the house. We got Guardian Chaos. We got anybody and everybody here on the chat. And like I said, once again, thank you for joining us live. It's 11:02 right now for the PWZ podcast. Thanks for joining us. Continue to spread the word and just share us, man. Just share us and get some more love on this podcast. And then Rick Del Santos is back.
I am back. It's just 5 feet away. Thank you for cutting a promo. I gotta get commercials for emergencies like that.
Yeah. Listen, I got you. Yeah. I got you. It's all on the cuff. I got you.
Don't forget, July 8th, Team Couponer, and I'm sure that by Marcel is going for the Intercontinental title here at Paradise Alley. And by July 9th, that match will be up here on this YouTube channel. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Live on PWZ. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I'll stream it live. Well, semi-live on delay.
Semi-live. Live to tape. Like Guardian Chaos.
Let's see. What else do we have here? Great promo by Christian. Like you said, let's go to the next segment, which the Young Bucks and Kyle O'Reilly promo I really could have done without. You know how I feel about the Young Bucks, but it did nothing for me, really.
Is it because you can't see Bucks?
What makes you say that? They're very good heels, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it just comes off as natural.
No, they are. This was another segment that didn't need to be aired, but it had to be aired anyway because it set up the 8-man tag match that will be announced later on, which is very awkward.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that as well. Of course, the AEW All Atlantic Championship qualifier, Malachi Black defeated Penta Oscuro. Gotta stop changing his last name because I can't keep up with him. He's changed it like 8 times, Penta.
8 times.
Yeah, wow. I just remember him as Pentagon Jr. Let's go then. GOC saying Rampage was good. I'm gonna get that. I'm definitely going to be watching that a little bit later, probably tomorrow sometime, maybe before Power Play. Let's see. Tian Cubana says Money in the Bank is during July 4th weekend. Yeah, I'm going to be watching that. We will be covering that as well. GOC says Jeff Cobb is a fucking beast. Yes, he is. That's another guy I rank very highly in the world of professional wrestling today. I think he's a very talented guy. Obviously, a great amateur wrestler, and he's just a phenomenal wrestler top to bottom. How he's not he's doing really well over there in New Japan. He did really well when he was with Ring of Honor. I'm glad to see him here on American television, but I'd like to see him a little bit more on American television here. So,
he's one of the few talents that can't wait once they finish their run in New Japan. They come up here and show their talents like Will Ospreay and Jeff Cobb and Zack Sabre Jr. We had a little sample of Zack Sabre Jr. during the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah. Cobb was in Lucha Underground, correct? Yep. So this Malachi Black and Penta match, I thought it was a phenomenal matchup here. It just did really well. And, of course, Pentagon is that guy's incredible. Malachi as well.
Yeah, two of these talents they worked before in trios matches, tag matches, and I just Malachi back advances to the four way, and obviously Miro cut a promo on all the two guys that was in the ring that is going to be competing as well, which is Pac and Malachi. And I'm looking forward to this four-way match, even though a little bit change did happen as we mentioned in the few. But with these three involved, it's going to be real good.
After the match, Pac, whatever came out to face off against Black, and then that Miro video. And then, like you said, he said the match was Pac versus Miro versus Malachi Black, and then Tomohiro Ishii. Ishii is injured, so he does have a replacement. We'll be talking about that in a few. The Warlord video aired. This was not a bad promo. He's going to be meeting Scorpio Sky, and I thought it was a good way to sell that match. And then we got to Hangman Page defeating Silas Young, and I thought that this was a pretty damn good match. I was glad to see Silas Young. Hadn't seen him in quite some time since Ring of Honor television, I think. No, that's not true. I think he worked an XPW show just a couple months ago. I don't remember against who, but this was a lot of fun right here. This was very good. I thought Hangman worked a really, really good match here.
Yeah, Hangman continues to work some real good solid matches against new guys that's coming in and whoever they decides to put him against each other. So I just Guardian Chaos, this dude. Yeah, it just Silas Young had a great debut going forward with Hangman Page, and hopefully we see him again. I mean, don't sign him. I hate to be that guy and say that. You got too many people on the roster right now. But if it was like a one and done, pay per appearance, that's good. Just,
I don't mind. They can't sign every single person that every free agent, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Having Silas Young, it was really great to see him. Hadn't seen him for quite some time, like I said. It's just your roster's too full. And then, he's trying not to let people go. He's trying to have it basically as having if they he doesn't want to re-sign them, let their contracts expire and just don't re-sign them. Very few people I think that he is re-signing. A lot of those originals are gone because he hired them basically just to fill out the roster when the company was starting. Yeah.
Mike Gray is not showing like that. Is it showing like that?
Look at this. Mike Gray showing Adonis. That comment is definitely going to get you blocked. Let's see. Cole cut off Page's music right after the match and called for story time with Adam Cole, but IWGP Heavyweight Champion Switchblade Jay White's music interrupted. Switchblade said he's been given Forbidden Door a lot of thought. He said Cole couldn't be the challenger at Forbidden Door because he lost to Page twice. Switchblade faced off with Page in the ring. Said it wouldn't be him either. They brawled and Cole got involved. Page not in position for the buckshot, or got in position for the buckshot, but Cole low blowed him, and the two Bullet Club members beat Page down. Cole grabbed the title and teased smashing Switchblade with it, but instead set up Page for it. Then the coin dropped, and I hope I can't. Let's see, Kazuchika Okada, I can never say the first name. Okada, we'll just call him Okada, emerged. And Cole and Okada fought off Switchblade and Cole. And this is when the professor popped when Okada came out.
Yeah, when that coin flipped and it made that sound, the whole Panther Arena erupted. And after all the he say, she say of he wasn't gonna make it, he wasn't gonna be on a card, he's here.
Yep.
And now we got a fatal four-way for the IWGP Championship. I think probably a first ever fatal four-way for the IWGP Championship, isn't it?
I was gonna say, is that the first time a fatal four-way for the IWGP title?
I know they had a first ever 3-way years ago with
Okay.
I think it was Kenny Omega and Cody and someone else, I think.
How do you
But
feel about
this
a four-way for such an important title?
I would love for to have a singles match, but with the players that involved in this match, it's gonna be a good match. I look forward to it. There's a lot of different styles in this match.
Do you think that there's a chance that Okada could walk away with the belt, or do you think that Switchblade's going to retain?
I think it will be mega quick for Okada to win championship after losing it. What, like 2 weeks ago, a week
Probably
ago?
2 weeks. Yeah, probably two
So
weeks. But my guess is if they want to do something big for this show, not that the show's not already big to begin with, but you get what I'm saying.
yeah, if you want to make history at the United Center, I think
Yeah.
this will be it. If you're not going to give Tanahashi the interim AEW championship.
Dean Cooper says my money is on Cole or Page eating the pin. Yeah, I believe so as
I
well.
agree with that.
Also, my other thing is this that they're already in talks, I guess, for a Forbidden Door 2. That's the rumor. So,
Yeah, everybody's kind of like not digging this first event. Remember, this is just a first event for these two. Next
yeah,
year, you will have more people involved. That's actually healthy and ready to
yeah.
go. So I just this is probably on paper probably not a good card that you wanted to have as an promotional show, but I got a feeling that this is going to be a real great show.
Same here. Same here. After that, we went to Tony Storm defeating Marina Shafir. If I could be so honest, I couldn't pay this match. I could not pay attention to this match. To be honest with you, it just and then with Nyla Rose getting involved and doing all this stuff, it was just a wretched segment. To be honest with you, personal opinion.
Nothing.
I'm not gonna rant, but I'm just saying this.
No, I'm going to rant.
Oh,
I just don't understand what no pun intended hard on anybody had for Maria Shafir. Nothing against her. She probably is a great person, a nice person. She's in great shape. She's shredded. I give it to her, but she's not good to be in these prime time positions. And I obviously seen it for Thunder Rosa. Now we've seen it for Tony Storm. That her style, the way she work, is not work for them. I understand that every style you need to learn in the wrestling business, but the way she's trying to work it is not working. It's not at all. And for them to have her in here more than 5 minutes, if you haven't learned it with Jade Cargill, with Thunder Rosa, now you go do it with Tony Storm. And I said it before the match was announced when I seen it pop up. I said, if she don't have a good match with Tony Storm, you might as well just give it up. Because Tony Storm is easy to work.
yeah.
So it's like I said, there's nothing against Marina Shafir, but she's not ready to be in this position like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. After the match, Shafir and Rose beat down Storm, and then Thunder Rosa ran out and made the save. Makes me think that whole heat with Rosa and Shafir might be just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, could have been. I mean, but I see what I see. I see miscommunication, no chemistry, and sometimes that starts heat. Maybe it wasn't work, but I still say Maria Shafir don't need to be in this position. She need to stay on dark and learn some things or something because I understand. Like I said, I understand you trying to do something different. You're trying to fight, do that style, that UFC style, but the four horsemen women when they was trying to put in the work and trying to get out there, the only two people that I see that actually caught on to it quickly is Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Right.
But Maria Shafir, she got potential, but she's just not ready right now.
Like you said, keep them on dark or elevation, which is technically, I guess, the developmental for AEW in a way.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got way more women on the roster that you could use in that position to push Tony Storm. That would aggravate me the worst.
Yeah. From there, Darby Allin and Sting were backstage. Sting said he doesn't think Kyle O'Reilly is medically cleared. He thinks that he's just scared. They brought up some crazies of their own from the 8-man tag at Forbidden Door. Shingo Takagi, Hiromu Taka, Takahashi. Oh, Jesus.
Takahashi.
Takahashi. I'm sorry. I do know how to say these, and I do know these guys. So pardon me. It's just
I do
pronounced.
too, but I mess it up
Yeah,
too.
yeah. And Sting said it'd be a showtime at the Forbidden Door. Legendary Sting line.
Dudes with attitudes return.
Man, it's too bad. Rocky King and Paul Orndorff were passed away in the last year.
JYD.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. Let's see. And then of course it was the main event: John Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi defeating Jericho and Lance Archer. My wife took one look at Lance Archer and said, "I need to braid his hair." Apparently, it wasn't good enough.
I guess it wasn't. This was a solid tag match for the main event to build up what they needed to build up. But Tanahashi with the win with the frog splash, and he going with the momentum. And yeah, thank you, TN Couponers, the Steiner Brothers. Yeah, Steiner Brothers was also in there.
That's correct. Yep.
We were just announcing the bad. I'm sorry, I forgot the Steiner Brothers was in there. But this tag match was real good. It was a great showcase for Tanahashi. Jericho, always entertaining. But this match was good. I enjoyed it. Then we had an end with the big brawl with John Moxley and Tanahashi standing in the ring. Like all the battles happen outside while they stand in the ring and look at each other for 20 minutes. But
throughout the whole thing, they did not get affected one bit. This was a super fun match. The brawl at the end was very exciting and well done. And that wraps up Dynamite, which I thought was a super fun episode this week, with the exception of some of the promos in that Tony Storm match. I thought that it was a really, really great match and a really great setup for Forbidden Door.
Yeah, if you ever wanted a go home show to do it, it was this one, and they did a little home run with this one. A few little odds and ends that could have been fixed, but we got there. So now we got a full card for Forbidden Door. Give it to him, Rick.
Yep. Well, Tomohiro Ishii is pulled from Forbidden Door due to injury. Let's see. They announced New Japan announced that Ishii suffered a left knee injury, is not medically cleared to wrestle on the 28th pay-per-view. Ishii had been scheduled to take part in the All Atlantic Championship match, also featuring Pac, Miro, Malachi. Ishii will be replaced by Clark Connors in this match. So that should be an interesting matchup right there. So I'm still looking forward to it. I still think it's going to be a banger. But we're going to break down the card right now for you. Anybody has any comments on what they think about how these matches are going to go? Step in the chat here. We got the interim AEW World Championship match, which this is a match that I'm really, really looking forward to. John Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi. I've stated before on this show a couple times that I'd like him to go, in a weird position and take and give it to Tanahashi. I think it would be weird. It would be surprising. It would be less expected. You know what I mean? I think people are expecting Moxley to win it. I think it'd be a lot more fun if they gave it to Tanahashi. It would make for an interesting story going forward.
Yeah, I think it would be different, and then you still could get the Tanahashi versus CM Punk match in the future as well. But I kind of think they just go with the route of Moxley taking it because Tanahashi's schedule with the G1 is around the corner. But I would love to see Tanahashi just take it, but it's not going to happen. I think Moxley will take it.
Yeah. Team Coupon says, I think Moxley will win, but hope for the upset. Yeah, that's how I'm going to. Um, at one point, coming the G1's going to start pretty soon. I do have the brackets for that, so at some point I'm gonna bring that up on the episode probably this coming week, maybe whether it be Tuesday or what have you. Okay, so that's the brackets were announced, and it looks like it's just going to be an amazing tournament this year.
Absolutely.
For the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, Jay White taking on Okada, Hangman, and Adam Cole. I stated before, I would not. I know it's only been 2 weeks. Do they want to do something big and have a new champion and have Okada win it? Highly unlikely, but it'd be fun. Make the mark, kind of a thing for the first show. But Jay White retains is what I'm definitely going with.
Yeah, I can see Jay White taking it, but you never know. They probably throw a curveball just to get that happy ending and have Okada become champion again. But I hope Jay White take it. He just won a championship. He's a good champion, and look forward to seeing him keeping it.
The AEW All Atlantic Championship, Malachi Black taking on Pac, taking on Miro, taking on Clark Connors. My guess is Malachi Black taking this one.
Yeah, I team with you on that one. I think Malachi Black will take this one.
Let's see. AEW World Women's Championship, Thunder Rosa against Tony Storm. I think that Thunder Rosa is going to walk out with this one, unless they've been. I don't know. That's just my opinion. The Thunder Rosa hasn't had it that long. They haven't done much with her as champion since winning it. Not that I don't think Tony Storm is going to win it down the road, but I think that Thunder Rosa is going to walk out this day with this belt.
Yeah, I think this reign still continues, and we still have some great matches. I hope that Tony Storm get a shot in the future with some type of reign for AEW. Whether it's TBS Championship or the AEW Women's Championship, but I see Thunder Rosa taking this one.
The IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships and ROH World Tag Team Championships. Winner takes all. The United Empire, Jeff Cobb and Great Okan versus FTR versus Roppongi Vice. Man, I'm guessing I'm going to go with FTR on this one.
Yeah, we agreeing with each other tonight. Yeah, wow. I see FTR taking this one.
Yeah,
add to the collection.
Yeah, that's how I'm going on this one. They could be setting up for a tour of Japan very soon, so we'll see how.
Hey, listen, they starting to be the greatest tag team of the modern era now. They won 2 of the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships. They won the NXT Championships. They won the AEW Tag Team Championships, the AAA Tag Team Championships, the RH Tag Team Championships, and now they're going for the IWGP Tag Team Championship. So if they take this one, how can we not say that they're not the greatest tag team of this modern era?
They're up there with the Midnights. They're up there with the Hart Foundation. They're up there with Demolition. They're up there with Steiner's, Tully and Arn. LOD. They're definitely up there as one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Let's see here. The U.S. Championship, IWGP U.S. Championship, Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy. I'm going to go with Will Ospreay on this one.
No, absolutely. He deserved to get this win, and it's one of those situations where you know that Will Ospreay going to take this one because he's been losing with the trios tag matches, but he obviously won a few weeks ago with Hardwood. But I see him taking this one. This is going to be a sleeper match. Even though people don't like the match the way it is, I think it'll be a sleeper match.
Like I said, Cassidy's got to bring it. So, Chris Jericho, Minoru Suzuki, and Sammy Guevara taking on Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Shota Umino. I'm going to go with the Kingston, Yuta, and Umino team for this. Just because I think it's going to be a little bit different.
think Jericho will continue the streak of getting one over on Eddie Kingston again. So
Yeah, you don't think it's Eddie's turn yet?
I think they're gonna save that for Blood and Guts,
Okay, which is this Wednesday, next Wednesday.
which
Excuse
is
me.
next Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Zack Sabre Jr. taking on to be announced. We already think we've discussed this earlier. My guess is that it's Claudio Castagnoli. Uh, I'm pretty sure. I'm like probably 99.999% sure it's Claudio, with a smidget of possibly Johnny Gargano.
A little
Either
smidgen.
way,
Even
yeah.
Johnny Gargano is in the Chicago area. That's what was reported. But I think Claudio is going to be the guy. I can see Claudio being the guy.
Either way, it's going to be a great match. No, if it's one of those two guys. The Bullet Club, which is of Young Bucks, El Phantasmo, and Hikuleo taking on the dudes with attitudes. Sting, Darby, Takagi, and Takahashi.
I just love the name alone. But the
Right.
dudes with attitude. I see dudes with attitudes taking this one.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's how it's going to go. Very well. Of course, the buy-in match, Max Caster and the Gun Club taking on the LA Dojo, which is Yuya Imura, Alex Coughlin, and Kevin Knight, and the DKC.
I can see Matchcaster and the Gun Club taking it.
All right.
Can we talk about the history making of Sting being on a New Japan pay-per-view event in over probably 2 or 3 decades?
The first time I saw him, didn't he wrestle Muda for the WCW New Japan Super Show, correct?
Yep.
Yep. It's kind of amazing to think about. I'm
It
trying to find.
is, but it's kind of crazy that that hasn't been announced. But I want to put that
Yeah.
out there that this is Sting's first New Japan appearance. Even though it's in our area of Chicago and domestic, it's still a New Japan pay per view. So this is history making
Right.
for him to be on there in over probably 3 decades.
I'm trying to see because I guess okay, new matches announced. 2 new matches from what I see were announced during Rampage. QT Marshall and Aaron Solo taking on Haruki Goto and Yoshihashi, and Keith Lee and Swerve taking on El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. So those matches have been added and were announced during Rampage. I thought there was 4 matches I've read earlier that there was going to be announced during Rampage. I don't see uh, anything else announced as of yet.
I don't want no more matches. No more.
We don't need any more. I mean, Christ, I got to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning the following day. So, you know.
Yeah, we
Thank
need
you.
pay per views back on Saturday again.
Yeah, I think I'm going to tweet that to Tony Khan, and after we get off the air, say some of us have to work on Monday mornings. We can't just wake up whenever we want.
Exactly.
So
We can't have a meteor scrum and then party all night and then sleep
yeah,
until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
yeah.
Maybe. Or 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Muda defeated Sting with help from the Mist. Yes, I remember that. Muda recently just announced his retirement from professional wrestling. He's currently wrestling for Pro Wrestling Noah. That's a guy that, if you think about it, broke the forbidden door in Japan after Giant Baba died, switching from New Japan and to All Japan at a time when that was not allowed in Japanese professional wrestling.
Yeah, Muda broke a lot of ground in his day, even making his appearance in WCW back in '89.
Yeah.
And a few appearances later on at Spring Stampede '94 against Steve Austin. Yes, I said it. Great Muda faced Steve Austin on
Yeah.
a WCW event, and he faced Steven Regal. It's just Muda been all over the place, man. He's been all over the place. No, I take that back. It wasn't Steven Regal. It was against Paul Orndorff.
Here we
But
got
Great
this
Buddha
is
is great legend.
a good update from T and Couponer right here. This will help a lot of our viewers, people that are getting prepared to watch it. My Xfinity box is saying it's a 4-hour pay-per-view or 5 hours with the pre-show. The pre-show is, I believe, on YouTube, correct? So, yeah, that's a 5-hour show. That's what 10 matches. What are they going to do? How long is this Dudes with Attitudes match going to last?
They'd probably be 8 minutes.
Yeah, they can fit that many matches into a 4. Yeah, I guess they can.
We do 8 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. It's average match time, I've discovered.
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
just to get more matches in. 8 minutes.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We are back after a long and crazy week. Promise not to let you go for another 5 days without any shows. We'll try. We'll be back here Monday 9 p.m. I'll be back Monday 8 p.m. Marcel and I will be back here Monday at 9 p.m. So I'm doing two shows back to back. We'll be previewing Wild Wild Wrestling, which is $9.99 on Fight for Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. Go check it out. Go purchase it. Please purchase it. I'll be there in person. I'll be posting a lot of pictures throughout the evening. Of course, Power Play is this Saturday night, depending on when you're listening to this, either tomorrow or today. So please check that out. That'll be up on our YouTube channel Sunday afternoon. So, man, I'm ready for a weekend of professional wrestling. I'm really looking forward to it. There's so much wrestling going on this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of wrestling in the local area of the Northeast, and then more wrestling on TV for BR Live for Forbidden Door. Once again, thank you for joining us tonight. Late, but we made it, and we made it through, and hopefully we entertained you a lot tonight. But be sure to share us everywhere possible, get more eyes on the product. We just love talking about wrestling and giving our opinions. It's only our opinions. And then we report the news that we hear. But I'm glad we got an open area here to talk about the great sport of professional wrestling, of sports entertainment.
I want to thank T and Couponer for always sending in those little blips and news stuff. I really appreciate that. That gives us something to bring up on here if I just so happen to miss it while going through the day's news. Thank you to you and Couponer. You have a great night as well. Thank you, the Guardian of Chaos, for always being active in the chat and for the support all the time. I want to thank everybody for listening and viewing. Don't forget to check us out. Social media, it's right there in the video. So enjoy your night. I appreciate you all. Thank you.